Here we go. We've got V8. So we talked about tomato. Here's V8, which was actually a little surprising to me. I expected that to have a little bit more of a reaction. Here is, what was this? Alkaline water. Here's egg whites. And one of the problems with the egg whites is it's so thick that it's hard to even get the baking soda to go in, but there's still no reaction. All right, come on. Oh, there's a little bit of air in there, but it's kind of lame. All right, that's not much. There's nothing in there. And there goes the citric acid. And actually, I feel like I can hear a hissing. I wonder if there's some coming out.
Oh, you should put more in there.
More citric acid?
No.
Or more baking soda?
More baking soda.
Yeah, so one of the ways that you can tell whether you would get more reaction out is if you look in here and you see if there is, look, see on the bottom, there's a ring of baking soda. And even when I shake it up, the ring of baking soda sort of comes back and there's no more bubbling. So that means that this may actually be, it may have used up all of the acid in there. And now if the baking soda recurs, then there's no more reaction. And see how it's starting to settle out there? So if there was enough acid in there to make that reaction go more, you wouldn't have any baking soda left. So if there's no baking soda left, either the reaction is complete and it was even, or can you see the ring of baking soda on the bottom? Is that something that you guys can see or not? So I can see it in person, but it's hard to see. So if you know that there's baking soda left on the bottom, then the baking, like all the acid got used up and there was baking soda left over. So the two halves of the reaction. But I'm going to measure this balloon, and this balloon is too big for me to get my hand around. This balloon is 24 inches. And then the rest of these, this one is like the tomato juice. I can feel that there's something in there. These ones are completely flat. I can press them between my fingers. But this one I cannot press between my fingers. It has some air that was, or some carbon dioxide or whatever was in here that was generated. And this one looks to be not quite 6 inches around. So let's see. The V8 had a small reaction. And the citric acid, what did I say? Did I say 23? All right, come on, guys. Who is paying attention?
I'm paying attention. Yeah.
Did I say 23? Okay. No reaction. No reaction. And then I think that's, what happened to this row? Is that another row? Or just a double line? Huh. All right. So one of the ways that we could know, I'm just going to tie this off, let it bounce. Maybe I'm not going to tie it around. My fingers are kind of wet now. So one of the things you can do with this is full of carbon dioxide, which does not have any oxygen in it. So you should technically be able to put out a flame with this. So you can see that it kind of looks heavy and it doesn't it doesn't bounce as much when it gets down. All right. So one of the ways that you can see, right, is this, did this react or is there more reaction to have? Is you can look at the pH after, right? And so this was very, very acidic, right? Citric acid was the last one we measured. I'm gonna put this down. Now, this is an after citric acid. So let me see if I can get these next to each other in my hand. Can you see it? This is before and after. So the pH of the citric acid, once you added baking soda, has been changed from something near maybe somewhere between 2 and 3 to something that's far more neutral, maybe 6, 6.5. It's not quite, if you look at this one, oh, maybe it's 7. Can you see can you make out the colors well enough?